The great Leslie Knope once said, "What's Galentine's Day? Oh, it's only the best day of the year. Every February 13th, my lady friends and I leave our husbands and our boyfriends at home, and we just come and kick it breakfast style." I didn't take my friends to breakfast this Galentine's Day, but I did want to make them something super fun and super cute in Galentine's Day, so I went to Joann's to grab a bunch of different variations of pink yarn. And now that I've got all of our different types of pink yarn, we are going to be crocheting my friend's heart-shaped earrings for Galentine's Day. The goal for this tutorial is to make it extremely beginner friendly. So I hope, even if you've never crocheted anything in your life, you're gonna leave this video being able to make yourself or your friends some heart-shaped earrings. Okay, let's do it. Let's start with what we're gonna need to crochet our heart-shaped earrings. Pick out a yarn of your choice. I'm using medium weight yarn in a few different shades of pink. All of these yarns call for a 5mm crochet hook. Even though they call for a 5mm crochet hook, I'm gonna be sizing down and using a 4mm crochet hook. We need some pliers, these little rings that are gonna attach our crochet hearts to our fishhook earrings, and lastly, our fishhook earrings. A huge shout out to Hooked by Robin, who taught me how to crochet hearts. Our heart-shaped earrings are going to be a modification of Hooked by Robin's crochet heart to make it just a little bit smaller and make it work more for earrings. I will tag Hooked by Robin's crochet heart tutorial, and if you're here, I'm assuming that you like to do things with yarn, so make sure that you're subscribed to Hooked by Robin. Let's start making our earrings. This first part of the video is going to be for complete beginners, so if you already know how to hold your yarn, how to hold your hook, how to do a magic circle, and how to do most of the basic stitches, you can skip ahead to the part labeled for experienced crocheters. All right, new crochet friends, let's do this. First things first, how do you hold your hook? What do you do? In my 20-something years of crocheting, I have found that there seems to be two really common ways that people hold their hook. Number one is like the pencil, like you're writing with a pencil. I personally don't like this way. It feels really, really awkward to me, not my favorite. I am a steak knife girly. I hold my crochet hook like I am cutting a piece of steak. So I have it lightly held in my hand, and then I pinch it with my thumb against my middle finger, and then I use my pointer finger to kind of like put pressure on it and guide where it's going. So let me know in the comments if you're a crocheter. Do you hold it like a pencil? Do you hold it like a steak knife? Or do you do something else? Now, how to hold your yarn. When my grandma taught me how to crochet over 20 years ago, this is how she told me to hold my yarn, and I am so thankful, y'all. I love the way I hold my yarn. You go around your pinky, under the middle two fingers, over the pointer, and then you pinch your project right here. Let me show you that again. You go around the pinky, under your middle two, over your pointer, and pinch. Using it like this really allows you to use your pointer finger to like keep the tension however you want it to be. But if it's not comfortable holding your yarn like that, that's okay. People hold their yarn all different ways. Experiment and find what works best for you. To start this project, we are going to do the magic ring. Now, before you freak out, I know that a lot of people are really anxious about doing the magic circle, magic ring, magic loop, whatever you want to call it. I promise it's easier than it looks, and I have a super silly, super fun way for you to learn how to do the magic ring. I even made up a super silly rhyme for it that I hope will make it easier. You guys ready for this? Handshake, yarn drape, trekkie, hold it steady, grab your yarn, twist your arm, X marks the spot, go to T, use your pinky. That's how you're gonna be holding your yarn when you make your magic circle. Now let's do that again, but slower. Handshake, so just hold out your non-dominant hand. Yarn drape, put the end of the yarn over top your hand. Trekkie, do like a little Star Trek hand thing. Hold it steady with your thumb. Grab the yarn in your dominant hand that is attached to the skein. So grab your yarn, turn your arm. Now we're going to be taking this yarn and creating an X like that. So X marks the spot. Go to T, you know, like we put our finger out like we're drinking tea, and then use your pinky to grab the yarn. That's how I do the beginning of my magic circle. Now we're going to actually be picking up our hook and starting our crochet heart. I'm sorry I don't have a silly, fun, crazy rhyme for the rest of it. From here on out, I'm just gonna be doing my best to teach you how to crochet a heart. So when we look at the X of yarn on our fingers, the yarn that's going this way should be on top. The yarn that's going this way should be on the bottom. We're going to take the hook and go under the first piece of yarn and grab the piece of yarn in the back. Pull it through. So your point of your needle is going to literally be pointing down between your two fingers. So point it down, grab the yarn, pull it through. Now this part right here is where it gets a little bit complicated. We are going to twist your hook towards yourself. Okay, so we're taking it, the handle's going away from us, the point's going towards us. Twist it towards yourself and make a loop like this. Now that we have the loop on our hook, we're going to be reaching up and grabbing the yarn that our pinky is holding. So yarn over is what this is called. You're going to hear us say yarn over so many times in this tutorial. Yarn over and pull it through that first loop we had created. Now we are safe to remove it from our fingers. And now we have created our magic circle or magic ring, magic loop, whatever you would like to call it. And now we're officially ready to start crocheting our heart. Remember how to hold our yarn around the pinky, under the middle two, over the pointer, and pinch. To make the crochet heart, the first thing we're going to do is chain 2. So to chain, all we do is yarn over, the same thing we did before, we just grab the yarn and then pull it through the loop that is on the hook. Let me show you that really up close and personal. Yarn over and pull it through the loop that's on your hook. After you chain 2, you're going to do 2 treble crochets. To do a treble crochet, we're going to yarn over, not once, but twice. So yarn over twice, then take the point of your crochet hook and go through the middle of your magic circle. Yarn over again on the other side of your magic circle and pull it through the center of the magic circle. Now on our hook, we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of yarn. Yarn over again and pull it through only 2 of the pieces of yarn that are on your hook. Now on your hook, you should have 1, 2, 3. Yarn over and pull it through 1, 2. Now on our hook, we have 1, 2. Yarn over and pull it through the last 2. That's how you do a treble crochet. We're going to make 1 more treble crochet. We're going to do our second treble crochet really up close and personal. So yarn over once, yarn over twice, take your hook and go through the center of your magic circle, yarn over, pull it through the center of the magic circle. So now on your hook, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of yarn. Yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, pull it through the last 2. Now we're going to switch to double crochets and do 2 double crochets. To double crochet, you're going to yarn over once, go through the center of the magic circle, grab your yarn, pull it through. Now on the hook, we have 1, 2, 3 pieces of yarn. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Now we have 2 pieces of yarn on our hook. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Let's take a look real up close and personal. Yarn over once, go through the center of the magic circle, yarn over, pull it back through. On our hook, we have 1, 2, 3. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Now on our hook, we have 1, 2. Yarn over and pull it through those last 2. Now, do you remember right after we made our magic ring, we needed to chain 2? Right now, we're just going to chain 1. So to chain 1, you yarn over and you pull your yarn through the loop that was already on your hook. After you chain 1, we're going to do 1 treble crochet. So remember to treble crochet. We yarn over twice, go through the center, yarn over, pull it back through. On our hook, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of yarn. Yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Now we need to chain 1 more time. So yarn over and pull through. Now let's take a look at our project. We have officially created the first half of our heart. Up here, we have the first little bump of the heart, and now we just made the point of the heart. So we're going to basically be doing the first part of the project, but in reverse order for the second side. Next, we're going to be doing 2 double crochets. Yarn over, through the center, yarn over, pull it through. We have 1, 2, 3 on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Let's do our second double crochet. Yarn over, through the center, grab the yarn and pull it through. We have 1, 2, 3 on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now to finish off the heart, we need to do 2 more treble crochets, just like when we started. So we're going to yarn over not once, but twice. Go through the center, grab your yarn and pull it through. On our hook, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of yarn. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 1 more treble crochet. Yarn over twice, through the center, grab your yarn, pull it through. Make sure you have 4 pieces of yarn on your hook. yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 3 pieces of yarn on our hook. Yarn over, pull through 2. Now we have 2 pieces of yarn on our hook. Yarn over and pull through those last 2. So now you can really see that it's starting to look like a heart, but it still looks like it's missing something. The last thing we need to do is chain 2, 1, 2, and now we are going to create a slip stitch into the center of the heart. To create a slip stitch, take the point of your hook and go through the center, grab the yarn, pull it through. Now what we're going to do is we are going to keep pulling that piece of yarn we just grabbed through the loop that was on our hook. There we go. Where's my scissors? Oh my goodness, I forgot to say that we needed scissors in the beginning. Okay, don't forget to add scissors to your supply list. Now we're gonna cut our yarn, and the loop that's on our hook, we are literally just going to pull our hook, woo, until we have pulled that through where it already was. Here's where the magic happens, the magic of the magic circle. You're gonna grab the tail that you used originally to make that magic circle and pull really tight. Oh my goodness, look at it. It's a tiny little heart. It is a perfect, tiny little heart. I love it so much. That concludes the beginner part of our tutorial. Now, beginner crocheters, if you're trying this and you're starting to feel discouraged, I don't want you to feel discouraged. Crochet can take time. It can take time to figure out how you want to hold your hook and figure out your tension and all of these things. And this is not the simplest place to start. I'm going to link at the top of this video my easiest crochet tutorial ever, where it will just teach you, for an absolute beginner, how to single crochet. If you're currently feeling a little bit stuck in this tutorial, I recommend that you go try that tutorial and just practice single crochet for a while and then come back to this tutorial. Having said that, I absolutely believe that even as a beginner, you can create one of these little hearts. I'm just gonna link this just in case, because I don't want anybody to get discouraged. Crochet is a super fun, beautiful art form, but I recognize that it can take a little bit of time to really get used to. So I want you to take your time, do the heart when you're ready. Okay, welcome back to our more experienced crocheters. This part of the tutorial is going to go a lot faster. I'm just going to be showing the basic steps of how to make a heart. We're going to start with our magic circle, and even if you are an experienced crocheter, if you do need a reminder on how to do your magic circle, I did a tutorial for the magic circle in the beginning of the video, and it might even include like a whole little poem rhyming part that helps you remember things. I find it quite entertaining myself. But anyways, if you don't need a reminder on the magic circle, let's just jump right in. After you make your magic circle, we're going to chain 2. Next, we're going to do 2 treble crochets into the middle of our magic circle. After your 2 treble crochets, we're going to switch to double crochets. Do 2 double crochets into the middle of the circle. After your 2 double crochets, chain 1 and then do a treble crochet. After your treble crochet, chain 1 again. Now we've created the first part of our heart. We can see a little swoop at the top that goes down to the point at the bottom. Now we need to create the second side of our heart. We're basically just doing the same thing but in reverse order. So do 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Follow that up with 2 treble crochets. 1, 2. Now we're going to chain 2 and then create a slip stitch into the center of our magic circle, the center of our heart. Now we can cut our yarn, pull the yarn through. Now grab the tail of yarn that we used to make the magic circle and pull tight to close our magic circle. And y'all, look how cute these hearts are. I love them so much. Oh, now it's time to do my least favorite part ever. Weave in the ends. People weave in their ends all different ways. You can use a darning needle if you want. You can, I don't know, try to use your fingers if you want, I guess, but I like to use my crochet hook to weave in my ends. Basically, you're just sewing in your ends. Just go in one side and out the other. It doesn't really matter. Just do your best to make it look kind of nice. Do it a few times and then snip it off. And there we have a perfect little heart. Okay, time to weave in all these ends. I'll be right back. Now our tails are all weaved in, time to turn them into earrings. You can attach the earrings wherever you'd like. I personally like the hearts to hang at a bit of a tilt, so I'm going to be attaching it from right here. Open it enough that I can put it around 2 of the loops of yarn. I'm going to be going under both of those little bumps of yarn on each heart. So take the hoop and go under 1, under 2. I think that just looks super nice and super clean. Take the pliers and completely close it shut. Now for the second ring, I'm gonna barely open it. I'm gonna open it the smallest amount that I can open it. Just wide enough to fit on one of our fish hook earrings, and just wide enough to attach it to the loop that's already on the heart. Grab your pliers and once again, close the little loop. And there we have our adorable crochet heart earring. I'm so excited about these. Okay, let's finish them and then let's take them to my friends. I had so much fun making these heart earrings and giving them to my friends for Galentine's Day, and I just feel super thankful to be surrounded by some amazing women who like my quirky homemade gifts and who also love making these silly little videos with me. I want to leave you with one more quote from the founder of Galentine's Day herself, Miss Leslie Knope. We need to remember what's important in life. Friends, waffles, work. Or waffles, friends, work. Doesn't matter, but work is third.